Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hello, everybody, or
How
good
are
morning
you
to some
all?
folks. Some folks are still in morning.
Yes, we are in afternoon. Yep.
Yep.
And it is quite a pleasant day here.
Yes, here as well. It's bright and sunny and cool,
Yeah.
but it's very breezy here.
Yeah. It's a little windy, but my
Yeah.
sister's complaining about it because it's too cold. And I'm like, oh, shut up. I think
Just
it's
shut up.
lovely. I think it's lovely. Anyhow. So,
Mindy and I were just comparing our baskets.
yeah. I'm not in love with this thing,
Well, I'm not so in love with mine either. Now,
but
I
yours
went
looks better.
I went exactly to 9 inches, and you did make yours a little bit taller,
I
you said.
went a little taller. It's not, I mean, how tall is mine? Let me see. I'll tell you. One moment. I'll tell you how tall it is. It is. Let's see. It is. See, mine's only 10 and a half. It's not a lot taller than yours, but
No, not too much.
no.
But we were both saying that, and I have to admit, when we were doing the bottom, I kept thinking I wanted it bigger, bigger, bigger. But now that the sides
Yeah.
are made, I could actually do with it being a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I wish it
Not
was,
as wide.
yeah, the circle itself, I wish was
Yes.
smaller.
Yes. Now I'm going to tell you what I did. Why I've got a little secret, and maybe if somebody's going to watch this on the replay that's doing this secret might
Help
um,
them?
help them, and it might have helped you. And maybe I should have told you, but you know how I am. I'm a procrastinator, so I didn't. I just finished mine up this morning,
Right.
actually. But what I did is on 2 rows, probably about right here
Mm-hmm.
and about right here, I noticed that it was my basket was womping outwards. The edges were,
Oh, yeah.
womping outwards a little
Yeah.
bit. So what
Mhm.
I did is I picked just 2 rounds, and in 4 places I did one here, one here, one here, and one here, and I did a decrease.
Okay.
I just turned 2 stitches into one, and I did that on 2 different rows.
How
One
many
down here.
decreases? How many
Well,
decreases did you do?
I just did four total for four on 2 different rounds, but I
Okay.
put several rows
Yeah.
between those two
Yeah.
rounds. So and that I think helped it from womping, outwards.
Yeah.
It kind of pulled it back. It kind of pulled the sides up.
Yours does look better than mine. I mean, mine started getting, it was all wavy to start with,
Yeah.
and it just continued to be wavy as it grew.
Yep.
And I don't really care for it, but I wasn't going to tear it all out. So.
No, this wasn't my favorite project that we've ever done. In fact,
Mm-mm.
I'm going to say that this is my least favorite project that we've ever done.
And so here's my other suggestion. You have said how much this hurt your hand to crochet it.
Yes.
And I see your hook in your basket, and it's just a metal hook.
Yes.
Get one of these puppies. Get one of these.
I know you swear by those, but I cannot crochet with those.
For this, I think you could, and
I
I
don't
think it
think
would
I
really
could.
help.
I have tried crocheting with those kind of hooks so many times, and the only time I can is when I'm doing my doilies with the small hooks. I have
See,
a ergonomic hook.
exactly. I had to have that ergonomic one for the doily, and I think I would have been in the same boat as you if I had had just a steel hook like you have there without
My
having.
Well, my problem is when I'm doing general crocheting, with yarn rather than with crochet thread. Oh my goodness, I just looked over there. I have a whole nother 3,000 yard ball of thread that in the color I need that I didn't know I had. And I just ordered 50 balls
Oh my
from Hobby
goodness.
Lobby to do my bedspread. Well, looks like
You got enough yarn now?
yeah,
Or
I think
thread?
so. I think so.
All right.
That's funny when you look in your stash and you don't even know what you have, right?
Right. Right.
But anyways, I think it's because I'm a deep thruster. Go ahead and make all the jokes you want.
Okay. A
But when
deep thruster.
I'm a deep thruster, so when I'm crocheting, I stick my hook in a very long ways to snatch up my loop. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I have those ergonomic hooks, it stops me from being able to do that.
Well, but
The ergonomic part does.
But I mean, this has quite a long metal part here.
I've tried all of them. I tried
I
all of
can't
them.
imagine you thrusting that deeply.
I thrust pretty deeply.
Oh, goodness.
So
Well,
now I'm getting a blister on this finger from crocheting furiously because you guys, everybody knows I'm a procrastinator, right? So
mm-hmm.
all of this, all except what I got done last week on the live has been done between last night and this morning.
Uh-huh.
So I was furiously crocheting. So now I'm getting a blister on this finger from trying to get this bad boy up to 9 inches. And then I've also been diamond painting furiously to get my 6 sections done before tomorrow morning on our joint project. And I haven't been doing so much furious diamond painting lately. So now I've got a blister on this finger too.
You're just a rough wow.
I'm in rough shape. I'm
I
in rough
guess.
shape.
I
Yeah.
guess. Oh boy. Well, are you ready for this?
I suppose. Let's do it.
So we got to do several rounds yet for the handles.
Oh, okay. I wondered how that was going to work. And see, I don't have the instructions, so I'm relying entirely on you.
Okay. So here's the deal. Next round, chain 1 and do a single crochet in 21 stitches, the next 21.
Okay.
So let's do that first. How many times have you added different yarns?
Oh, you know what? I was going to talk about that a little bit too. I'm a little bit glad that we're going to be continuing on a little further because I got to the end of this camel color right here before the end. So I have this much of this brown color replacing the camel. And I was like, man, that's going to look stupid. You know what I mean? So basically I played yarn chicken and lost by a few inches.
Yours looks good because you kind of have a dark bottom and now you're getting a lighter like stripe at the top, which I like.
Yeah.
Mine,
but now I'm gonna have even different though because I've gotten rid of this camel color and I replaced it with this. I replaced it with this with this brown.
Well, I had a little section here where I ran out of my blue and I added pink.
Correct, Melinda. I am not chaining one because I'm not ending off each round. I placed a stitch marker in my first stitch and I lost my
stitch marker, so I'm only guessing where my first stitch was.
Yeah, I'm just working in the continuous round.
Okay, well, you can do that, but it says to chain 1 and then single crochet in each of the next 21 stitches.
Okay, I'm going to count now. I'm on 3.
Yeah, I haven't even started yet, so.
Now, I might run into a little bit of difficulty here because I'm assuming what we're doing is we're going to position these handles so that they're directly across from one another, and we're going to be doing it, or the pattern's going to tell us to do it by stitch count. But the fact that I did a couple of reductions means that I'm going to have 8 less stitches.
But I continued, so I'm going to have more stitches. No, I won't.
No, you're going to have
No,
the
I
right.
won't.
Yeah,
You're
you'll
right.
have the right amount.
You're right. I will. Never mind. I had it in my head where we were doing those.
Oh yeah, Linda just said that. Yes, exactly, Linda. So what
right.
I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna eyeball it. So
now you skip the next stitch and single crochet in the next 8.
Just straight up.
Oh, you
skip
chain one. Hang on. We did 21. Chain 1.
Chain 1. Okay.
Skip the next.
Mm-hmm.
And single crochet in the next 8.
Okay. It looks like you had to change yarns one more time too, then, huh?
I ran out of blue.
Mm-hmm.
And added pink. And then I ran out of purple, and I added a different purple. Anyhow,
Melinda, that's a really good idea to mark where the skip stitches are.
I was just thinking I wanted to mark my chain 1 right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't have anything with me to mark it right now.
I don't either, because I'm in my craft room and all of my crochet stuff is in my out by my chair. You know what I do have?
I got a piece of yarn.
I've got a piece of washi tape.
I got yarn.
I had a roll of washi tape sitting here.
I'm just gonna mark my skipped stitch here.
Oh yeah, I could use scrap yarn. That's
I just cut off an end of my.
But wait, do I have any scissors in here?
Yeah.
Well,
I have scissors today.
I had some in here. I don't know where they could have gone.
I don't know why. I don't ever have scissors when I come in here, but I brought some today.
Oh, I do have some. Teeny weeny little scissors.
Yes, you probably hear wind chimes, Sherry. There's wind chimes all over the place.
So here's my chain 1. I'm going to stick that guy in there. Probably didn't need to make it so long, but that's okay.
All right. Now we...
Probably chain 1 and skip another one?
Chain 1, skip, and single crochet in 42.
Okay, and this is where my count's going to be a little bit weird, and I'm going to have to just eyeball it until I get it exactly across.
Now we do 42. Oh, there went one of my skeins of yarn on the floor.
What I should have done, if you did want to do it like I did and do some decreases so your basket comes in a little bit at the top, instead of doing 21, do 19, and then instead of doing 42, do 40 would work, because then we're going to do the same thing over here. So then you'd be reducing it by a total of 8, which would be the number of stitches that I decreased by. If that makes any sense. And since I'm not counting, I'll just go ahead and chitter chat while we're doing this.
I'm counting.
I know. You can just listen to my chitter chat or tone me out. So tomorrow, Mindy and I are going to the Michigan Fiber Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited about that. Get to see some animals and see some really unique yarns. My favorite part is the yarns that were hand spun and hand dyed by the people who have the farms. Do you remember that in that one barn?
Oh yeah,
the barn where you got the book.
Uh-huh.
That's my favorite, is seeing the because when you go to these things, there's so many stores that do hand-dyed yarns that they all they're gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but they all start to look the same after a while, you know? And so it's really interesting to me to get the yarn from like the people who have shorn the wool and spun it, and they've got people there spinning, and it's really neat. I know one of my very special ones that I got last year when we were there from one of those people was it was a brown yarn, and it had some gold stellina in it, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I was making a hat this past winter, and my grand monsters came over, and the youngest one said, "Granny, are you making that hat for me?" And I wasn't, because it was using a different very special yarn. And so I couldn't say no,
So I'm going to tell you really quick. I've got my 42 stitches.
You do already?
Yeah, I'm back to the other side where we'll do the handle. So of course you're going to do your chain 1, and you're going to skip, and then
do 8
single crochet in 8. Yeah.
I wonder if I'm crocheting so slow because I'm talking.
I don't know.
So anyway, I told her she could have the hat, and then her sister, of course, had to have one. So I said, "I'll make you one. Come and look at my yarn and pick out some yarn, and I'll make you, I'll make you a hat too." So she goes in my yarn stash, and of course, what does she pick but my very special yarn with the stellina in it. So I'm hoping I can find some more like that.
Right. And then after you do your 8, you chain 1, skip, and guess what you do?
21 more.
No.
Oh.
You go all the way to your end of your round there.
Well, yeah, which probably should be 21 because that's how many you did to get to the first handle, right?
I don't know. Is that how many we did to get to the handle?
Yeah.
Because 21 and 21 would be 42.
Right.
So it should be 21. You're right.
It's like you could be a teacher or something.
What?
You're so smart. It's like you could be a teacher or something. Oh, Linda, that would have been a very, very good idea. Yes. Fold your basket in half and count 4 stitches from those centers and mark the spots to skip. Yep. I definitely could have done that. But you know what Angie's going to do? Angie is going to eyeball. And I'd say I want to go about right here. So about 8 more stitches. After all, I'm just going to use this as a basket to hold projects, or to hold yarn for projects. So I'm not really concerned with it being perfect. It's just going to be for me. If I was making this as a gift or something, I would be a lot more precise. Linda's so smart, isn't she, though? She always knows she's always got good tricks.
19, 20. Guess what? 21.
You're awesome.
And I'm back at my beginning stitch marker here. So I'm assuming we slip stitch into it. Yep, join. It just says join. So we're gonna slip stitch into that puppy.
I got to get a couple more little pieces of yarn here.
I do too. I have to mark. I only marked one of my skipped stitches on the first one here. Didn't do both of them. So I'm going to mark mine right now.
Linda is very old and has been crocheting for over 50 years.
Linda is very old.
She said it, not me. Man, I would love to meet you in person. I bet you there's some really good stuff you could teach me.
I bet.
I just joined a crochet Facebook group this morning, and it was a little bit, and you know how usually when you join a Facebook group, you have to answer some questions. And one of the questions that they asked was, what is your skill level?
Oh.
And I thought that was a little bit,
Well, I know some stuff.
I know a little bit about a little bit.
I know some stuff. Stitch markers would have been a whole lot easier than this yarn, but hey, it's okay.
It does the job.
It's working. It's working. All right.
I'm not back yet. Hold on. Hold the phone.
I'm marking my chain ones here, my spaces.
I'm working as fast as I can.
Well, there's
oh my gosh, my arm is killing
me. my handles look pretty good. They look like they're, where they're supposed to be here. Okay. 2 more rows. Yep, 2 more rows, Melinda. 2 more rows. Oof.
Oh, and then are we going to make the handle pieces separately and attach them?
I don't believe so.
Is that how that's going to work? No?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Oh, maybe.
I'm just trusting you on this whole process.
Maybe. Yep. Yes. Yes.
That's what those chain spaces were for, right? To work into. Hey, Sean, how you doing? And Emma, I didn't say hi to you either.
I'll go ahead and tell you what we're going to do. We're going to chain 1 and single crochet all the way around.
For 2 rounds?
For 2 rounds.
Okay.
Yep. So, we've made our spaces here, and now we're gonna add our above the handle, stuff.
Area.
Yep. Okay. We're going above the handle now.
So what do we do when we get to the skipped stitch in the chain space? Do we single crochet into the chain space?
It doesn't really say. Wait, hang on. Yes, it does. Chain 1 single in each single end chain space. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Here, I am going to do the chain 1 join thing just because it's 2 rounds, and I'm just going to do it. Now I can talk.
Now you can talk. Oh, guess what I did?
What'd you did?
We have talked about this several times. In fact, every time we see this yarn out somewhere.
Did you do it without me? You did it without me.
No.
Was it something we're going to do together?
No. It was, I always talk about this yarn when we see it and tell you about a shawl I made with it and how much I love the yarn. And you always tell me, you always talk about this shawl, but I've never seen it.
Oh.
So I was digging around in my craft room, and I have this box full of finished projects that have no home, so to speak.
Okay.
And I dug out that shawl so I could show you.
Oh.
So This is what it looks like.
She
And
found
this
the
is,
shawl.
I found the shawl.
Oh, that's right.
And can you see all the sequins? Can you see it shimmering or not really
yeah,
on camera?
yeah. What is that? Is that night?
Sunset Nights. It's
Yeah,
a
night.
lot.
I knew night something.
Yep, Lion Brand Sunset Nights. And I
That's really pretty.
absolutely love this yarn.
What is the pattern for that one?
This was a bag a day pattern.
Her stuff is usually pretty simple, but that one,
Yeah.
I mean, that one's got a little more going on.
Yeah, it does have a little. This is, yes, it has a little bit more going on.
Yeah.
But it was a super fun one to do, and I absolutely just adore this yarn. I think that the ombre effect of it. I love ombre yarn.
What
I
weight
think the
is
gradient.
that yarn? Is that a finer yarn?
It's let me look. I think it's a 3-weight.
I was gonna say I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a 3-weight, but it's made. It's like 3 small strands, and it's not very tightly plied. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 3? Wait, it might be 4. Let me find
I've done a few shawls at this point in my life, and I just don't care for a shawl made with like a 4-weight yarn.
Yeah, no, neither do I. It makes them too bulky.
Yeah, they're
too bulky. Yeah, I agree. It's Lion Brand Sunset Nights. It comes in some other colors too, but that's my favorite.
What Melinda are you doing? You're doing a twisted something for the border in this thing? Debating a twisted single crochet border.
Like a what is that? The backwards. Oh, that would be perfect on the.
I'm just like this is so difficult to work with the 3 strands of yarn at this point.
You know what would be great, Melinda? I keep wanting to say crawfish, and I know that's not right. What is that called? It's a reverse single crab stitch. Thank you, Jennifer. That's exactly what I was thinking. A crab stitch across the top would be really cool, I think.
You know what mine's getting at the top?
What?
Nothing.
Crawfish. Where did I come up with crawfish? Yeah, crab stitch. In fact, maybe instead of doing 2 rounds of single crochet, maybe I'll do 1 round of single crochet and 1 round of crab stitch. I'm not sure. So let's talk about our next project real quick. Can we talk about our next project real quick?
We can.
I am super excited about our next project. Now, I think, do you think we'll be starting it next week already?
Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? We're not going to have anything left to do with it.
Yeah, we won't. Right, exactly.
All we have to do is finish these 2 rounds and attach some handles, and we'll probably get to at least 1 handle today.
Yeah, definitely. And we can, Okay, so next project, guys, is socks.
Woo, socks.
Crochet socks. So you are now. Did you pick a pattern? I know we talked about it.
No, because we have those 2 that we looked at, and I thought what we could do today is kind of show those 2 patterns.
Okay.
To the peoples.
Show them to the peoples and let the people decide.
And see what they think.
So you will need a sock weight yarn. So this is probably, I mean, maybe some of you have that in your stash. I do not. So I'm going to be in the market tomorrow when we're at the Fiber Festival for some awesome sock yarn.
I would have to look through my stash to see if I have sock weight yarn.
I do, but it is silk, and I don't think silk would make good socks.
I mean, because a sock weight yarn is what, a 2?
I thought it was a 1.
A 1?
I think so. Let me look. Let me look it up.
It's somewhere down there.
Somewhere, yeah. What weight yarn for socks? Fingering weight. Yep.
Fingering weight, really?
Yep, which is 1. Yeah.
I didn't think it was that thin, but
Yep. It says you can do it in sport, but fingering / sock weight is the most often used. So sock weight is considered a 1. Hook size, Jennifer. Well, that's going to depend on which pattern we use. We were looking at it was on Yarnspirations, right, Mindy?
yeah, hang on just a second.
Let me get that up and see if I can find those 2 patterns we were looking at. I want to search. Because we want some socks that we don't want them to be booty socks. We want them to come up your calf a little bit.
And yeah, because we don't want like slippers. We want,
Was one of them the Heart and Soul socks?
Yep, that was one of them.
So one of them is this. It's
no,
called
wait.
Red.
No, we didn't like that one.
No, we didn't like that one.
No,
you're right. You're right. No,
one was Twisty.
Twisty, yeah, Twisty something. Yes. Let me see. I
think my other one was in a video, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right here. Patton's Twisting Lace Socks.
And I think the other one I had saved as a video. I'm looking for it now.
Okay. That one's my favorite. The Patton's Twisting Lace Sock.
Oh, and this one is also a lace sock. Now, can I get a picture of it, though? I just want a picture of it. It's in a video. Come on, seriously.
Seriously. Total. Until you have 54 stitch markers and a hello, everyone.
Okay.
And this one calls for a 3.25 millimeter hook. And depending on
this is a drops design.
Oh, I hate drops patterns.
Do you really?
Written patterns? I cannot follow drops written patterns.
So here's the other one.
Let me see. Oh, yep.
Right? That's the other one. And it's called the Blue Thunder Sock.
This one is called the Twisting Lace
Blue
Sock.
Thunder, Jana Martinez. I wonder if I can find it just as the
Melinda, yeah, this one's called the Patton's Women's Twisting Lace Socks.
Blue Thunder. They're both lacier, which is what we liked about them.
Yep.
They're not like just a plain old sock.
And this one, depending on the size, and I would see, so this says for a woman's size, small 5'6", you need 2 balls. But for any size bigger than that, you need 3 balls for a pair.
And here's a better picture of it. Here we go. Here's the from the actual pattern now.
Sean votes Twisted. Woohoo! That's what I'm voting for. That's my vote.
Oh, we got one vote. Oh boy. This one, let's see if I can tell you any more information about it here.
I'm not a purple lover, and I even love the colors of this sock. So they're using Patton's Croy's sock yarn, which is a commercially available sock yarn.
This is a drops yarn, Fable. It's a Fable sock yarn.
Oh, we got 3 votes for Twisted.
Oh boy, well, I guess I'll just stop right here then.
I told you could choose. You're the one who said put it to a vote. I was going to, you just pick.
That's true, but. I got all kinds.
Have you ever tried to, or has anyone out there ever tried to do, because I know Drops has a lot of free written patterns on Ravelry. Has anyone ever successfully done a written pattern from Drops?
Well, I don't. What is the problem with them?
It's the way they're written. I just have a really hard time following along with the way the patterns are written. It's hard to explain. They're very like everything is in one great big long paragraph. They're not like delineate, you know what I mean? There's no like
work a magic circle. Work 2 single crochet in every single crochet. 7 single crochets in the circle. Work 2 single crochets in every single crochet. Now you got 14. Insert a marker at the beginning of the round and a marker after the 7th stitch. Then work in the round with 1 single crochet in each stitch. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see anything confusing about it, but
well, maybe it was just the ones I tried to do were for sweaters. I tried a couple different sweater patterns from Drops, and now whenever I see, and it's unfortunate because they have some beautiful patterns. But now whenever I see that it's a Drops pattern, I just keep scrolling.
what is that? Twisting what? Twisting
Lace.
I'm sure let me blow up the picture. It won't let me blow up the picture.
Try a bigger bomb.
Moron. Blow up the picture. Let's see.
Woo, I'm working up a sweat.
You're working up a sweat.
Well, I have a problem in my craft. Yes, Melinda, it is a Yarnspirations pattern.
Yeah.
The blooming lace one is.
I can blow it up now here from the actual pattern, although that doesn't help me because all it did was get blurry.
I have a problem in my craft room, and that is that I only have one heat register, and it is currently covered up with yarn. So nothing blows out of there.
What? Why do you have it covered with yarn, Angie?
Well, because my craft room is a nightmare.
Can't you at least move it off the register?
Well, yeah, I could, but then I'd have to move the several boxes that are in front of it. And
Oh my
then where am I going to put those? And
good.
this place is a nightmare. You know how bad this room is.
I do. I do.
Hi, Joe.
I'm not speaking on it. I'm not saying anything about it.
It's
pleading
awful.
the fifth.
It's awful. It's like a hurricane went through here.
And well, you see those hoarders shows, where they have just piles of stuff in their room.
Yes. But it's not like trash. I don't have like garbage.
No.
Supplies.
Some of them hoarders have really nice things in their big tall piles of stuff.
Right, and that's what I have. Really nice things in big tall piles. The piles aren't too tall. Yeah.
No, only about 2 feet.
Yeah.
Well, that depends. There's places that it's taller because maybe diamond paintings and boxes.
Right. Well, most of the diamond paintings I have standing. Well, I have a few behind the door, but then most of them are in my closet, like standing up in the closet.
I don't know, Angie.
But they're overflowing out of the closet.
I definitely saw like worked on diamond paintings just thrown on top of a pile of stuff in one corner.
Well, yes, I do over in this corner. Yes, is my pile of finished diamond paintings and whips. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
but they're I mean, but it looks tall because they're laying on top of a couple boxes of yarn.
Right. So that over there is about 3 feet tall.
Yeah, that's probably 3 feet. Yep.
We didn't really look much because the day we were in there, all we were really doing was looking for your Swift.
Yeah, or the parts to my Swift.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you went in there to get the Swift.
Yep.
And then we had to go back in because I'm like, Angie, those pegs have got to be in there somewhere. If you just toss the box in there, they probably fell out.
Yeah, they probably did.
Which I believe they did.
Yeah, definitely.
We found some.
Yes.
But
still haven't found
the others. You'd have to dig through to find the floor.
Yes. And I have it's amazing though that I can fit 2 office chairs there's enough floor space that I have 2 office chairs at my table.
They just can't pull out away from the table.
Well, a little bit, not much, but a little.
Only skinny people.
Now that's not true. Okay, I'm gonna show you. It's not as bad as Mindy's saying. I'm gonna actually show you guys. So that's one shelf.
Mm-hmm. That's the shelf by the door. That's the door side, right?
And that's one shelf with boxes of yarn piled up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what Mindy's talking about.
Yeah, this pile over here in this corner is like, yeah. I can't even imagine that those diamond paintings hold up well.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
Laid in the corner like
fine. Oh yeah,
it's behind you that's the most interesting.
Oh, my pile of drills?
Over by the door and the closet.
Oh, my closet. Yeah, you don't want to. Okay, I'll show it.
See, it's the pile behind you that gets more interesting.
That's the closet.
And then that's the floor here by the door.
And then that is a pile of stuff.
Yeah. And the door is there somewhere to get in and out.
Yeah. I have to climb over that pile to get behind my table here.
Yeah.
One of these days, inspiration will strike. And,
I mean, it would be fun to get in there and see what all kinds of shit you got in there, but
it really would.
Haul it all out.
Well, and that's my problem. Here's
somewhere.
Yes. So what I'm going to have to do, I've already devised a plan of attack. Mm-hmm. What I'm decided I'm going to do, because I have a computer in here that I no longer use, and a computer desk that's just taking up space. So what I'm going to do, but it's way back in the corner and I can't get it out of here. So
clearly.
Right. So what I'm going to do is empty the room out into the living room.
You would have to.
Yes. And then bring everything back in an organized way.
Yeah. You would have to just clean out that room, get it all out of there.
Yes.
Take out the stuff that you don't want.
Yep.
Sean. That's the craft room, Sean.
I could have it done in 2 days. Yeah. Well, the problem there, Sean. But wait, there's more.
But there's more. Yes.
But wait, there's more. My living room.
The living room is a whole nother situation.
Yes. Yes. So I have a couch, a love seat, a lazy boy, and another chair, like a recliner. That recliner is full of yarn projects.
Mm-hmm.
The love seat is full of diamond paintings. Then there's some tables. So
in front of the love seat is all
yarn projects. Yes,
projects.
Yarn works in progress. Yep. And then on my tables next to my recliner, I've got drills and stuff for diamond painting works in progress, plus yarn for yarn works in progress. So that's a whole nother nightmare. That's a whole nother area.
So first of all, should have to have room in this living room to put all this
quite
stuff,
large,
right?
I mean, it's quite large, but it's going to take more than a day. I mean, it's going to have to, it's probably going to take a day to clear this room out and get everything out there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to get some storage solutions. I want to get some of those crates, those wire crates to put, because my yarn bookcases that I have along this entire wall back here are only about 4.5 feet tall. And I want to get some of those cubicle things that go all the way up to the ceiling, because I'm wasting valuable storage space there.
Yeah, as they say,
I could get a lot more.
As they say, go up.
Yeah, exactly. I could get a lot more over there. So I need to, get everything out of here and then get some of those cubes and go up with the cubes. And then I could get all my yarn along that wall.
Now, my question is, how much of a problem are your dogs going to create for you?
That is
You have all your
number
stuff
one, right?
in your living room.
That's the number one problem. So I was thinking about this earlier this week, and I was thinking I really want to get started and do this. I was actually motivated. I had a plan of attack. I knew, what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, and I wanted to get started. But then Junebug and Bo Duke started wrestling in the living room, which they do for several hours every day. And I don't think I can do any of this until Junebug is gone.
And you can't make them go do their wrestling. Well, can you make them go do their wrestling out in the other room, in the family room, or Jeff's living room, as you call it?
They prefer to wrestle in my living room.
But could you block them off?
Well, it's quite a wide doorway.
I know it is.
It's,
if you pull all that shelving out.
Of my craft room?
Yeah.
Oh my God, these shelves were homemade and they are heavy as snot.
Okay, well.
It took me, Jeff, and my brother-in-law wrestling these things in here.
So you're trying to figure out how you could block off that living room and keep them out of there for a while.
Yeah.
I think I just jump over.
Oh, I could. Yeah, I could put the couch over the doorway. Yeah.
And be like,
see, Catherine, thank you. I don't feel so bad.
Well, yesterday,
Sean, shh, that on the very rare occasion that Jeff does come into my craft room, it is inevitable that he'll say, "Holy shit, when did you get all this stuff?"
Right?
Every time I come in here, there's more.
One of the grandsons and I yesterday, I put him to work with me yesterday downstairs.
Uh-huh.
We pulled out one Rubbermaid tote and 2 paper boxes full of special drill paintings.
Okay.
Just paintings. These are not any off canvas bullshit. None of that.
Right. Right.
Flat paintings. And we took them all out and we made piles. So we had 30 by 30 butterflies and 30 by 40 butterflies. 2 piles.
Mm-hmm.
And we had piles of owls, and we had piles of other animals, and we had piles of flowers. And I did take a little video of it. You'll see it at some point. And so we sorted them all out because, I'm like, I'm certain I probably have duplicates because, how can I not have duplicates, right?
Right.
So we sorted them all out. And I'm telling you what, oh my God, we're down there on the floor in the basement. My back was killing me. I'm on my knees, and then I had to just stand and bend. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired, right? This is killing me. Got them all sorted out. And then I had to figure out how to put them all back in boxes in some organized fashion.
Order. Right.
Yes. And I counted as I went. I counted. Guess. Just guess.
500.
Oh, nope, not that many.
No.
Nope. Not that many.
150.
There's over 300.
Holy guacamole.
Right? And that's not counting. I did count the gnomes. I found the gnome special drill ones, and I got those all together now. But there's another box upstairs underneath my bed, which has more gnome special drill, And I have not counted those out yet. There's a few more special drills mixed in with stuff under the bed upstairs, but that's mostly full drill stuff. Sean, you're very close. I think we're probably going to maybe top 350, maybe. Because when I pull that box out from upstairs under the bed, like I said, there's more in there. And then there's like 4 orders on the bed of 4 to 5 each. Yeah. I was like, wow, I have over 300.
Well, I have, for my like budget canvases, I have a dresser behind me, like a full dresser. And it works really, really well for 30 by 30s and 30 by 40s, fit in the dresser drawers perfectly. But I had the bottom drawer is, a sweater drawer. So it's not divided or whatever. And that's where I keep all of my like, stitchy stuff, like my cross stitch fabric patterns and thread and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But other than that, the rest of the drawers were all diamond paintings, all of my small canvases. And it got to where I couldn't even close the drawers anymore. Like, it was ridiculous. But, when I did that auction last year, I got rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I'm thinking that I'm going to need to do that again at some point. I've kind of switched from getting like the full drill ones. I don't get those very often anymore.
Yeah.
I literally have, oh my God, underneath the bed, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes underneath the bed of regular drill.
Yeah.
The small ones. So I can only imagine how many there are. I need to just get rid of some again. I did pull out about 6 to put into my giveaway. Once I just looked at it and went, nah. I'll put that in the giveaway box.
Right.
And you know how many I duplicated?
How many?
Here's the winner. See if you can guess. Anybody can guess how many I actually duplicated.
2.
Well. No, I was surprised.
Because I think that you're pretty good at this.
I was surprised. 10? Nope, Sean. No.
Melinda says 20.
Duplicates? Melinda.
Yeah.
I only duplicated 1.
Wow, that's awesome.
1. And I thought for sure it was going to be more than that.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting a lot of those like butterflies and they all kind of look the same, but they'll be like one space in this way, one space in that way. They got different colors. And I'm like, and they keep coming out with more and more of those butterflies.
You know what? I've been looking at a lot of the budget sites lately, and I really like they're coming out with a lot more varied owls. Some really pretty special drill owls.
I have a bunch. of owls. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Since we're talking diamond painting right now, can we talk about, you know what? I wish Joe was here. Not the Joe that is here. I mean, I'm glad the Joe that is here.
Right.
But
the male version of Joe.
The male Joe was here. Because we were talking on my live last weekend and he was saying, he hasn't been tempted to buy anything in a couple weeks. And I haven't either.
He is now.
Yeah, this weekend is going to kill me. And I know it's going to kill him too. So there's 2 diamond art clubs I really want.
2 diamond art clubs?
Mm-hmm.
Which 2?
I want the... of course, the Tennessee Sunset. That one is absolutely gorgeous.
That's the one that Joe emailed me about.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So that might be up there with one of the most beautiful landscape diamond paintings I've ever seen. Honestly, it's so pretty.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Because see, I'm not a fan of like the purples and the pinks and stuff. I love a good fall scene.
It doesn't have enough going on in it to make
No,
best
that's
landscapes.
no, that's what I love about it is the
Oh.
simplicity of it.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they have so much going on.
I need it to have more. But
No, I don't. I like it to be nice and simple. So that one, and what was the other one? Hold on, I'm going to have to look now because
I do like that. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But it's definitely not in my top 15.
Oh, it definitely is for me.
Yeah.
I love it. Love,
See, here's
love,
where
love.
Angie and I are different, folks.
And that's an Abraham Hunter, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And then the other one that I want, is this. And I've got to have this because I am a sucker for Halloween.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that at all.
I love it. It's so
No.
retro looking.
Don't
it's
like it at all.
Cute. Oh my God, I love it. Love, love, love it. I think it's super cute. And then of course, I found I've never purchased an Alangiana.
Yeah.
But there is an Alangiana that I desperately want.
I know.
That is gorgeous. You guys.
I know.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Those are the two that I am leaning towards. The Alangiana and the Abraham Hunter.
Yes, it's so gorgeous. But I'm a little bit disappointed in this one because I usually like anything with deer. And now the the original artwork on that is very beautiful. I don't
care for the deer one.
See, I like deer. I usually lean towards diamond paintings with deer. The original artwork is beautiful, but if you look at the rendering, the color of those deer is just off. It doesn't. Do you see the difference in the color?
Yeah, deer should have some red tones to them.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I'm not going to go for that one just because I don't like the way they color.
I like deer in my paintings, but I don't necessarily like paintings of deer.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense?
Yep, it absolutely makes sense.
I like when there are deer in the painting, but not as the focal point.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Makes total sense. But yes, I've got to have at least those three. The one from Dreamer, the Alangiana.
At least those three.
At least those three. The Alangiana and then those two from Diamond Art Club. But then I've got my little cash flow problem I told you about. So I'm going to have to beg Jeff. I screwed up my pension company, the company that administers my municipal employees pension system does an annual
evaluation.
No, it's not an evaluation.
Whatever.
It's just an income verification. Yeah. They want to know if you're working like a second job after retirement. You know what I mean? So they want to know if you have other sources of income. Well, I neglected the mail and didn't see this request, and I didn't. So they stopped my freaking pension payment this month. So I didn't get paid like I was supposed to. So I had to beg money off Jeff to go to the Fiber Festival tomorrow. And of course he admonished me for being so what's the word? Irresponsible.
But let's go back to your full story here. The mail. Let's just talk about the mail.
Oh, Mindy has seen the mail.
No. I didn't really pay attention to the mail. No, just what you told me.
I don't look at the mail.
Right. Because why?
Because Jeff takes care of everything.
Because Jeff pays all the bills.
Yeah.
So if you don't look at the mail because Jeff paid the bills, I mean, I'm trying to defend Angie here at this point. You know, she doesn't go through the mail because she doesn't pay the bills. Jeff does.
Right.
So
he should have told me.
No reason to see that.
Exactly. He should have told me.
He should have told you there's something there from your.
Yes. So it is his fault in the end.
Yeah, there you go. It's really his fault. All right. I'm done.
Are you effing kidding me?
No.
I'm only a quarter of the way around.
The first time?
No, the second time.
Oh. I was like, please tell me you're not on the first round.
How in the world did that happen?
I've got this down, Angie. I'm telling you, ergonomic cook. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I guess I do have to take a rest every couple of seconds.
Ergonomic cook. Ergonomic cook.
All right. Well, you can go on and just go ahead and go on, and
I gotta go find the pattern again.
Okay.
I download. Gotta find the pattern. Oh, we only use 2 colors for the handle.
Really? I wonder why.
We only use 2 colors with 1 strand each of A and B.
Okay, that's interesting.
So pick your A and pick your B. What do you want them to be? A and B. What in the world?
Uh-oh.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to pick my A and B, and I don't think I want the pink. I'm done with pink. I don't want pink. So I'm going to go with purple and blue for my handle. Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Sean, you're on the fence with the Halloween one? I love that Halloween one. I think it's super cute.
It's if you're using blanket yarn. So what do you do if you're not using the blanket yarn?
I think you still stay with your 3 strands if you're not using the blanket yarn. I betcha.
Okay, it doesn't say that.
Well, because the pattern was written for the blanket yarn.
Well, this is true. Oh, yeah, because there's only 2 colors of the blanket yarn together. 2 colors of the blanket yarn.
Good catch, Melinda.
Thank you, because I was like, okay. Well, that was dumb to say then, wasn't it? Why don't you just say, with your yarn that you're using, you're going to just keep going. Oh, my God. Well, thank you. I guess I got to bring back my ugly pink then. Thank you for telling me that before I got started with this whole thing.
So I started with this whole box of yarn, and I thought I was going to use a lot more yarn than I ended up using here.
I've used quite a bit of stuff. I mean...
Well, I have used quite a bit, but for some reason I thought I was going to go through this whole box I had.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to do that. But...
I was hoping I was.
Yeah.
Because it's all these skeins that are too much to throw away, but not enough to do anything with, you know?
All right, so you know what you do here? You fold your basket down first while you get it out of the way here. There you go. And then you chain 26.
Do you end off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you finish this thing off, yeah. After you're, yeah.
Okay.
Then you make a chain of 26. God, I can't even get it through the first one. Here we go.
My hands are all sweaty. Makes it difficult. Sean, I will never make another one of these damn things in my life. Maybe it would have been easier with the blanket yarn. I don't know. I have some of that Bernat blanket here. I'm staring at it right now. I could have used that because it's sitting here not doing anything. Do you hear my yarn squeaking?
Uh-huh.
It's because my hands are sweaty.
$25, $26. Okay, I have 26 chains. Now here's where it gets funky. Here's where it gets funky.
Get funky.
Now it says thread your chain. Thread your chain through the first chain 1 space of your handle,
okay,
and back out through the second chain 1 space.
So that the chain lands on the outside or the inside?
I don't know.
Because
it doesn't tell you that part. But I'm assuming you make it so that it's got to come out. Right? It's got to come
I would
out. So you
assume,
got to
yeah.
come from the inside. Melinda, hello. I'm assuming you have to come from the inside to the outside. Right?
That would make sense. That would make the most sense.
Or no. You go in and you come out.
You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out.
Because if you go from the outside to the inside, where's my other hole? I need another hole, first of all.
That's what she said.
I know, right? You come from that way.
I'm almost there.
Come from that way to this way.
Yeah, Melinda says yes, join on the outside.
Yeah, but which way do you feed it through?
Oh, I don't know.
I think you have to go.
Brenda, how are you feeling? Everybody was worried about you last weekend. Just so you know. Because you didn't make it to Mindy's live Saturday, and then I had a live Sunday and you weren't there. So everybody was asking about you.
That is so weird that you're squeaking like that.
I know, it's annoying, isn't it? I'm sorry.
What in the world is going on?
If only I could mute my yarn.
What is going on over there? Okay, so you go out, and then you go in, and then you come out the other one. Go from the outside to the inside, inside to the outside.
So that the chain ends up on the outside of the basket.
Well, not some of it's inside the basket.
Well, but the majority of it.
Well, I wouldn't even say that, but
let me see.
Okay, so see, here's some chain on the inside. Here's my chain on the inside, and I got these two pieces on the outside like this, because these two pieces are now going to get joined together.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because you're still connected here, to your chain.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
You join them to form a ring. Be careful not to twist it. Okay?
Okay.
Because you're going to have to do something in your little chains here. So now you come over here and you join to the beginning. If you can get it through there. Okay.
I'm almost back around. I'm getting close. I don't know why it took me so darn long.
You were talking.
Yeah, I was yakking. This really did end up being a big basket, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm having troubles figuring out how to join these together. You join from the front of the chain, or you come in from the back of the chain to join?
Front to back.
I know, but it's hard to. No, I'm in the chain. Because now my yarn is. Where's my yarn? My yarn is over here. Okay, here we go. Think I got it. Okay. All right. I'm joined here.
Whew.
I'm joined.
Man.
All right. Now you see what I got? But I twisted. I don't want to be twisted here. All right. Now what do? I got a ring. Now do what? Say what? I got a ring. Look, I got a ring. Now chain one and one single crochet in each around, rotating the chain handle through the opening.
Oh, it's just saying
We're gonna twist this around
you're just gonna keep pulling it through the
and
opening.
single crochet in each one of them.
Yep.
So that's where you got to make sure it's not twisted so that you can actually get into your stitches.
Right.
I am not twisted. I have verified I am not twisted. Okay, so
Maybe not her. You know what? Maybe her
so you
yarn
chain.
isn't twisted, but she's twisted.
Oh my
Trust me.
God. So you chain one, and then you just single crochet in each one around. Wait.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Single crochet here. This is a weird thing. Single crochet there.
Oops, what am I doing here? I made an awfully long tail, but that's okay.
That's all right.
26, you said we're chaining?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, pull your handle through, they say. Uh-huh. Yeah, pull the handle through. My husband's home.
Oh, yeah? Where was he?
He went over to my sister's house. I can tell he's home because I can hear the Granger trash can. We don't have Granger, but you can hear the dumpster thing coming up the driveway.
Uh-huh.
Because he attaches it to the back of his truck and pulls it up.
Oh, and pulls it back?
Yeah.
Oh, my trash day is Friday, too. Okay,
now,
so
how do you get this big fat ass handle to go through your little hole here? Is my question. I guess it fits. You just gotta.
Okay, so I put that on through there.
Force it through.
I'm gonna bring it around.
I am still going to take this thing and get it wet
and starch it.
Block it with starch.
Yeah.
I am going to try that. Could have done it before I did these handles, but that's all right.
Hi, Dawn. Dawn is here.
Right, Melinda? You have to read a few times, don't you?
Okay, so now when I join, I need to make sure that I'm careful not to twist, right?
Correct. Don't twist your little chain there, or you will be...
up a creek without a paddle.
Yep. You know that creek. You know the name of that creek, too, don't you?
It starts with an S, doesn't it?
I think it does. Mm-hmm. Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, Dale.
Hi, Dale. He went over to help my sister.
What am I doing wrong here? I got this. It's upside down.
It's true. To join it?
Yeah.
I know. The joining was the hardest part. To join your
It's
chain.
like joining upside. It's like joining it upside down.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, how do I slip stitch into this to put it together? Right?
So what did you do? Did you go into it with the chain backwards?
I may have. I don't know. At this point,
which wouldn't really matter, I suppose.
At this point, I can't tell you what I did, Angie.
It just worked.
Yeah.
Whatever you did, it worked.
Here's the funny thing, though, is that now this handle is free flowing in your basket.
Right. It's just going to slide.
Flows through if it wants.
Which is not what it looked like in the picture. See,
no, it looked like it was just an attached handle.
Yeah, it looked like it was something we were going to make separately and sew on to me.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
Okay, I think I've got it, but now I'm working into like the back of the chain.
I think I don't know what I did.
Or do I have it twisted? I might have it twisted. Let me.
I don't know how I did it exactly, but I just made it work.
Okay, so let me get this yarn out of the way. Hi, Lisa. Oh, now that some other people are here that might be interested in our next project. We're starting our next project next week.
We are. We're going to make some socks.
If anybody wants to make socks, it's
some sock yarn.
blooming.
I might just go downstairs and see what I have in
a fingering weight.
Fingering weight, because I know I got fingering weight yarns.
Like I said, I kind of looked at my I kind of looked at my stash, and I do have a fingering weight yarn, but I'm using it to make a sweater. It's a really nice wool yarn, but I'm making a sweater with it.
And see,
so I don't want to use that.
I believe the thing with the sock yarns is the sock yarns all tend to have
nylon
in them.
Yes.
Yeah. To make them, more sockish.
So I think let me try string it. Oh, you know what I probably did? Because I went in, I bet you I need to put this in the other way is why I was trying to attach it backwards. So I'm going to go in through the left hole and come out through the right hole.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't do that. I went right to left and
now.
Okay, I just want.
But it shouldn't matter, really.
I have to look at that pattern and see how many yards we need, because I do have a very pretty fingering weight yarn. I've just found it yesterday.
Hi, Rhonda.
I was looking through my yarns because I'm looking at my
No, I don't like that either.
I'm looking for more DK.
For your blanket?
For my blanket project. I found out that my DK hanks of yarn aren't going to make 2 of my fancy squares, you guys. So that means now I need to have 25 separate ones.
And you're married to the idea of having each one be a different color, right?
Well, they have to be.
No, I mean not combining 2 colors in one square.
Oh, that each square is its one hank.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to combine them because I think they'd look funny. Because I don't think they all would blend together well. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So here's the good thing, Angie, about this weird little handle we just made, where you just joined it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you can just put all that ugliness inside. There you go. There we go. There's my handle. Look, isn't it beautiful?
I'm still trying to join the damn thing.
Here, I know it's not easy. Here's my handle. Look. Here is my handle. Here is my spout.
So how many rows do you do?
Just one.
Oh, so
you just
really?
You just do 1 row of single crochet.
Oh, well, that's easy enough. Okay, good deal.
Join it. Joining was my hardest part.
Yeah, that's the part I'm having a hard time with.
And then joining, and then again joining after you single crocheted them too was hard to join them. That's all the handle does right there. I thought it looked a little more.
I thought it looked a little more structured in the picture.
Yeah, and it's not. No, it just.
That's the whole reason we chose this pattern was because it had a cool handle. Yeah,
well, I mean, it is a nice little handle. I mean, look, see, it's a nice little handle. See, you gotta.
It'll serve the purpose.
Yes, it will. Yeah. And I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's just fine.
Yeah. It's just weird that it is free flowing through the holes here. It can just slide. You could always tack it down, I suppose, if you like. Yeah, they're cute, Rhonda, but they are dumb. It does not look like, I mean, look at this cute little thing. Look at this cute little basket. Look at how cute that is. It looks like it is firm and stands up and it's just nifty. And
In their defense, they used blanket yarn.
I know, okay. But what about all those other ones, Angie, that we looked at that used scrap yarns? They looked better than that too.
Yes, this is true. You are very right. You are very right.
Because there's
Yes,
another
Melinda,
one
you could
that
tack
used
it.
scrap yarn, and it looked much. Maybe it's all deception in the photos.
I think that things are staged. I'm a firm believer in that,
Right.
because
It's deception. Because maybe
Yes.
I could, if I filled this up with stuff inside it
or like you said, maybe after you blocked it and
and made
starched
it all perfectly, like if I filled this completely up and made it all poof out nice and straight, look. See, look. It kind of looks like that now. Kind of.
I have found that with other projects that I have done, that I look at a pattern and I think, oh my gosh, that is breathtakingly gorgeous. And then I make it
And you're like, whoa.
and it looks like shit, you know, it looks like it, you know. But I think there's a lot of staging in pictures.
Yes, because I can see this basket being stuffed to the hilt to
Yeah.
make it stand up nice and firm and
Right.
none of this wobbliness going on here. Like if I put 2 dogs in here and fill it up, you know.
Go ahead, stick a couple dogs in there. See what
Yeah, my
happens.
sides would be just great. Heck, I think Junebug could fit in this one.
Yes, I think Junebug probably could.
I know my 2 dachshunds could. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try something. Watch this. Watch this.
You're going to try to put a dog in there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to go get a dog, but I have these nice pillows in this room. So, look, if you take this little throw pillow here, well, that throw pillow might be a little too big because now I poofed it out over here too much. Okay, yeah, that one's too big. All right. Blanket. I think a blanket would work. If you just put a little blankie in here or something. This pillow's smaller. Like.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Perfect.
See? And then
See?
you put another one up here in there, and it starts to just stand up all nice and beautiful.
Yes.
Photo.
Yes.
My corners are making it a little weird.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have a square pillow. I'm putting a round peg. No, I'm putting a square peg in a round hole. But I think they do this just to make it. Because look at it now. Right?
Looks great now. Dawn, I am feeling like crap.
Oh,
Thanks for asking.
Wow. Oh, Angie.
Well, you know, I finished my antibiotics from my latest bladder infection on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, I started feeling like I had another bladder infection. So I went to the doctor yesterday and did the urine sample, and it was negative, meaning I don't have another infection. However, I do have, it's a bladder disease called interstitial cystitis. And a lot of the symptoms mimic a bladder infection. So I haven't had a flare up because I manage it with diet and medications. And a lot of, so I haven't had a really bad flare up in quite a while. And, you know, life had been good. But so that means that what I'm experiencing, all the pain and the urinary frequency and the burning and all of that stuff, is just a flare up of my interstitial cystitis. So I need to go back to my urologist, which my urologist is way out of town, down by Detroit at one of the major hospitals in Michigan. And probably have I'm probably going to have another what they call a hydro distension. They put you have to be put out. It's like a surgery. They put you under and then they hydro distend your bladder. So they overfill your bladder with this stuff. It's called DMSO. It's like a medication to kind of calm your bladder lining. So I got to get that done. Or my other option is my Botox injections.
Oh, Botox in the bladder.
Not in your bladder, in your pelvic floor, which is as painful as it sounds. They do multiple injections into the muscles in your pelvic floor to stop your bladder from spasming. And yes, it's just as pleasant as it sounds.
All of that sounds great.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It all sounds just great.
Oh, they paint food. Yes, they do paint food. Yes. You're cooking.
I can't remember. Now I can't remember how I joined this the last time. What did I do?
Oh, thanks, Dawn. I know. I try not to be a complainer about it, but since you asked.
You asked.
Since you asked, you got the whole story there, man.
You asked, I told.
Yeah, I've been dealing with bladder issues my entire life. I had my first surgery when I was 5 years old. It's a pain, literally.
Thank you, honey. I just got a refill of my beverage.
I had to put more ice on it because I emptied out the ice maker. Because it was acting up, so I dumped all the ice.
I see.
Oh, the ice is cold.
He was trying to use ice. How did I join this?
I know.
Not remembering how I did it. Come in the back side. I need my strands where I can use them.
What I did is I went in through the front on the right side with my tail end and then brought it out through the left.
That's what I did too.
Let's see.
Now. Now, how do we join these again?
Making sure not to twist.
I'm just gonna go like this.
Go in through. Oh, this is much easier the second time. It worked right out for me the second time.
Mine's still not perfect. It's fine. It's fine. It's just fine.
It's fine. It's just fine.
There, I made it work.
Couldn't quite get my hook in there. Oops, and now my yarn's on the wrong side of my hook.
Right? That was my problem. My yarn is on the wrong side of the hook. I'm like, I cannot crochet this that way.
Nope, that doesn't work.
My yarn is inaccessible.
Yes.
My working yarn is not where it needs to be. But I just made it work.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know what I did. Don't ever ask me what I did because I don't really know.
Don't know. I just made it work. Now to get this back in there. Dang, it's tight. I tried to do my chains a little bit loose, but and my sweaty hands aren't helping the matter.
I got sweaty palms.
I got sweaty palms.
Oh my God. We're just having all kinds of fun.
It's hot in here. I think I'm going to open up my window.
It's very nice outside. So
I know. I think I'm going to... Jeff still got the air on for some reason. And maybe that's why it's so hot in here, because it's not warm enough outside to make the air conditioning run. And it's just getting,
it's really
just getting stuffy in here,
Not doing you any good.
No, I'll just open the house up.
Did you crab stitch your top? I don't think she did.
Nope, I didn't. I think I might, if I have enough, I'm running out of this gray color yarn. I don't know if I'll have enough to go around one more. Oh, nope. Look, this is all I've got left of my gray color. And I think it might look funny if I switched to another
I'm
color.
really struggling getting through the 3 colors on the chains here.
Yeah, it is a little tough to make sure you get through all 3, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to have this puppy done, though.
I guess I could choose 3 totally different colors in crab stitch.
Oh, that would be like a real trim or something.
Yeah.
Angie, I'm just going to predict right now you don't, because you're going to say F this basket and I'm done.
Yes, you're probably right, because this basket has been not the most enjoyable project.
Right? You're going to be like, I'm done with this thing. Second this camera is off, you're going to be like, I'm done with it.
Yep, that's why I want to finish this handle right now while we're on camera, because if I don't, I'm going to set it to the side and it's going to become one of the pile of all those unfinished projects.
Yep. She's probably not even going to weave the ends inside it.
Hell no, I'm not going to. Like I said, I'm just going to use this to store yarn for.
See,
rips.
I knew that. I knew that was coming.
Hell no, I'm not weaving in these ends.
What about all the ends on your handle? You got a lot of those. You got ends on both ends for your handle.
Nope, they're just going to stay there.
They're just going to dangle inside.
They're just going to dangle. Decoration. They're not ends to be woven in. They're tassels.
They're tassels. Oh my God. Okay.
Does anybody hear cross stitch?
God, no, not anymore.
My friend Susie, I gave her a cross stitch kit. She cross stitches, and I gave her a kit to do for our other friend Sarah, who loves purses. You know, she's one of those ladies who has about 1 million purses, and you know, she changes her purse with her mood for the day.
Oh God, who's got time for that?
Not me. You know, when I get a new purse, when the old one breaks. But anyway, it's this really, really cute project with all of these different purses on it.
Crochet, cross stitch purses?
Yes, they're adorable. So she's going to make it for our friend Sarah for a Christmas gift. She's going to do it. And it was a kit. I think it was like I don't remember the brand, if it was a Luca-esque kit or I don't remember what brand it was. Anyway, everything was in it, and it's a beaded kit. So it's got beads in it and stuff. And she texted me last night that she had started it. And this is something that I have never encountered in cross stitch. She has to make tassels.
Oh.
There are tassels on this project. And I had never heard of a cross stitch with tassels.
Yeah. Apparently it's a little embroidery and cross stitch.
I guess.
I mean, I can see making tassels for embroidery. Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I guess I did have my 3 colors there. It just didn't feel like I did. Okay.
I'm almost there.
Me too.
Few stitches left. How did I catch up to you so fast?
Because I've taken out several of my single crochets because I didn't think I had all 3 of my strands.
Oh.
But I'm done. See, I still finished. See? Finish.
Oh, and I'm joining right now.
I'm clipping, tying it off, and then running this ugliness back to back here. Oh, and you know what else I need to do? I have my my fancy stitch markers are still in there.
Oh yeah, you better get your fancy
little
stitch
pieces of yarn. All right, there we go.
All right.
My
there we go.
My basket.
Beautiful basket.
My basket with a pillow inside.
My beautiful scrap basket.
My basket with a pillow in it.
Well, I think that actually, for all my bitching and complaining, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. See? There we go. There. Now, wiener dogs. I need 2 wiener dogs.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll put in mine. I don't have any wiener dogs.
I really have a dog that would probably love this, especially with the pillow in here. She'd be like, oh.
Not my pillow.
This is going to hold a lot of yarn. You know what? It's going to hold a
yours,
nice project.
I think you were so right with doing your decreases.
I think
Because,
so too.
Look, when
I'm
I
glad
take
I
my
did it.
pillow out, it's just, look, it gathers and it.
Yep,
Look.
and mine stands nice.
Yeah, I think yours turned out much better than mine. And I don't know why, but I think the decreases is what
I think
helped.
the decreases did help a lot.
Yeah.
I wish I would have.
That one's too big.
Good. I'll put this in the truck
Okay.
after next week.
Okay.
You know what happens after next week.
Sorry, he told me I couldn't use his truck pillow in my basket. And I was like, that's fine. I didn't want to.
Good.
But see, this isn't even my whole height. So that's my first problem, too, is that
Right. Well, mine technically isn't either. Mine is.
it squats down over that.
It's a little. Yeah, mine's a little squatty. I almost wish. See how mine. If I try to get my full height, it has a little bit of a wave, a little bit of a buckle down here. So I almost think that if you were going to do the decreases, it should have been right away down here at the bottom.
It started to do that whole pucker wavy thing when we were making the base, the bottom.
Yep. I think maybe the decrease row should have been right away at the bottom.
Yeah. Because, I mean, look, mine won't even want to stand up. It's just like. So
mine stands, but it doesn't stand at the fold, and it is puckery at the bottom.
I will let you know what happens when I put this over a 5-gallon bucket and starch it.
I don't know. I didn't count my rounds on my base circle. I just kind of went until it looked big enough. So I think mine's bigger than a 5-gallon bucket.
It might be. It really might be, but I think the 5-gallon bucket is going to be enough maybe to at least, I don't know. I'll find out.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yes, we shall see. I'm going to take it out there. And
final thoughts on this. I hated doing it.
Right?
But now that it's done, I do quite like it. I think it's going to be very utilitarian.
Yeah.
I think I will definitely use it.
I don't know if I will use it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's big. It's big. And where am I going to put the dumb thing? Where's it going to go?
It is quite big.
It's so big. And I have all these wonderful little crochet project bags, with zippers and pouches and holes to, I mean, this would just be storage. Clearly.
See, but I don't have I have too many projects and not enough project bags. I end up using for all of my projects, I end up using like reusable shopping bags from Joann's, the ones you can buy.
Oh, and that's what your stuff is in?
Yeah.
Well, see, and I don't have that many projects going at once.
Yeah, well,
So mine can go in my little bags, and I'm good.
Oh yeah, it could be an Afghan basket. Store your blankets in it. That's
I could do that, Jody. And then it would also fill up my basket and make my basket more erect like it's supposed to be, right?
Yes. That's a great idea.
It is. That's not a bad idea. Like I said, I was putting that pillow in here. Actually, there's 2 pillows that sit in this office all the time. The pillows could go in there and be storage for those pillows too, just in here.
Yeah.
Yes, Jody, erect is always preferable.
Yes. Erect is much better than flaccid.
Well, there you go. Or limp.
Or
I just call mine limp. Mine limps.
I prefer flaccid. It's a nice word.
I think I'll keep, there's a blanket in here too. That's not a bad idea because they're really just tossed over here in the corner. There's a blanket, which could go in here, and there's a couple of pillows that are always in here, and they could go right in here and sit in that corner. Because right now they're just on top of a box of toys, baby toys.
Yeah.
I think it's time for the baby toys to come out of this office.
Probably. No more babies.
Yeah. I mean, they're really like toddler toys, you know. The grandkids will want to take them out and play with them sometimes, but
Oh yeah, Catherine's got a good idea too. You could put multiple project bags in here.
you could. Except, I mean, I have like the bigger ones, you know.
Oh,
Like, I don't have very many small bags. Where did Catherine say that? Oh, way up there. I'm like, where did she say that? Yeah, I think I'm going to put the stuff in here in the office in it and just leave it over here in the corner with this blanket. I'll leave the blanket on the top because we actually use the blanket
yep.
in the wintertime. It's like one of those heated blankets. And it's got little places for your feet to go in, you know.
I think I'm going to do something different where I ended off. I'm going to take this knot out, and because you can see, like,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to, rather than just, I think I'm going to slip stitch a couple stitches so it's kind of a gradual end
Mine will
rather than
See, mine will be fine. My join is right here. Mine will be fine when I weave in my ends. I can pull that last stitch tighter because remember,
you did the chain one.
I did the chain one
Yeah.
join on my last.
And I should have just slip stitched a couple of stitches to make it a more gradual.
And so I
end.
think when I weave these ends in right here, it's gonna pull this little knot there down and make it look. See,
Mhm.
look, you can't tell. Look, it's really a pretty good join here. It's not bad. So anyhow, we're done with it. Get some
We're done.
yarn or fingering weight yarn for next week.
Yep,
And
3.25 millimeter hook.
and we're gonna attempt socks.
We're gonna make some socks. Now, the last time I attempted to do crocheted footwear, I attempted to make some crocheted slippers, and it was a hot mess. So I'm
No, the
hoping-
last time you attempted footwear, you did flip flops.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Those were a success. But my first attempt at footwear was slippers, and they were a hot mess.
My flip flop is still not done. That last one is still not done because I have not attached the mandala to my flip flop. I just
Gotta
don't
get on
want to.
there.
I just don't want to do it.
Just do it. It would take you 15
And I
minutes.
mean, my mandala on my flip flop is so big. It doesn't.
I don't know. Mine didn't turn out. Mine fit perfectly.
No, I could fit like a hamburger in there on top of my foot underneath my mandala.
Now, what am I going to do with this box of yarn that I've got left?
Well, you're gonna keep it.
Yep, I've got all these scraps of yarn in here.
I have some of those like cubes downstairs, like the wooden cubes.
Yeah.
And I had 2 cubes full of skeins of yarn like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it clearly has more room in it now. I went through some of that. So
Yes, I could do a scrap blanket, Melinda. That's a good idea.
who's doing a weird, ugly scrap blanket?
Jody's bragging right now.
Pamela's adoring crochet or whatever her name is.
Uh-huh. What is she
She was
doing?
doing some weird, ugly scrap blanket.
Oh, a scrap rug. Jody, good call. Except I've looked at scrap rugs before, and to make them, you usually use multiple strands together. So I don't know that I'm down for
We're doing that again.
for another project where I have to do multiple strands together.
Angie, get one of these.
No, I can't thrust far enough with those.
Yes, get one of these. It worked.
No.
My right hand did not hurt. It did not really hurt my right hand to crochet with that.
I need to thrust deeper.
You should try my hook and see how well you thrust with it.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oops, I just dropped my scissors.
All right. I guess I will let you guys go and we will be off to I gotta get up early in the morning.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, we've both got about an hour and a half drive.
Yep.
To get to the Fiber Festival.
And we're gonna meet at 10.
We're gonna meet at 10. Yep.
Right, Dawn? The whole thing kind of went south a while back, Dawn.
Yeah.
Oh, mhm. Well, happy shopping. See, now I don't really want to buy diamond paintings this weekend because we're going to the Yarn Fest.
I know, it sucks so bad.
So I've decided, I've made a decision. I know what I'm going to do.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
be
buy one
Angie.
diamond. One
Yeah.
diamond painting. And you know which one?
Yes,
Right?
I do. Yep.
Which one?
The Alangiana, of course.
Of course. I'm going to get that one. Yep. And that's all I'm going to buy. And then I'm going to spend the rest of my money. Well, not the rest of my money because that would be a lot of money.
Because Mindy's got it like that.
Right? I just got paid, man. I just got my Social Security. I could spend a lot.
So I've got to, you guys, I have, I told you last Sunday that I had until tonight to get 6 sections done on the giant diamond painting that Mindy and I are working on together.
Yeah, how's that work?
Let me show you how close I am. Hold on.
You're gonna make it?
Let me show you.
And see, here's the problem with that is that she's gonna give this thing back to me. And she's gonna give it back to me in the month of September.
With
doing the
Chuck-A-Long going on.
Mhm.
So here's where I'm at. I'm working upside down right now. And I've got just this little teeny area left to go. So I'm gonna get, I got probably about 3 hours worth of work left to go.
3 hours right there.
Yep.
I know. It's crazy confetti.
It is crazy confetti, yes.
Crazy confetti.
Yep, and that's what I'm gonna work on right now. I'm gonna just
All right, well, we will let you go and get to it. Now that your basket is done.
Now that that damn basket is done.
Yep. Feel free to. I might not starch this then now that I've come up with a use for it.
Right.
The pillow and the blanket that are in here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do with them. And then I'm not even going to care.
Yep.
I might not open my ends either. Do these right here.
Don't bother.
I might. Anyhow,
Nobody will notice.
they probably won't. Anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go.
All right. Bye,
Angie,
everybody.
I will see you in the morning.
All right. See you.
All right. See you guys later. Happy
Bye.
sock yarn hunting.